You know, it can be so frustrating that all of the tools that people need to be successful are out there. They're known. There really are no big secrets, but the key difference is being able to implement, being able to grab a hold of those ideas, take action, stamp out procrastination, and actually do it. So when Todd asked me in January of this year to speak at this event, I thought again about that conversation we'd had about procrastination. And I sat down to work on my presentation about 2 weeks ago. And I thought again, what is it? What causes people to procrastinate like that? And I sat down at my desk, and I thought, wow, that's dusty. I can't write a presentation for mastery on a desk this dusty. I got to get something to clean this up. So I started to head downstairs, and I went about halfway down, and my little cat was on the landing to my stairs, and she was playing with, I don't know, some dust or something, and she reached over me, and she kind of showed me her belly, you know, and you got to reward that. And so I reached down and petted her a little bit for, I don't know, 40, 45 minutes or so. I went on downstairs, and sure enough, I got down there, and I couldn't remember what I'd come down there for. So I looked around, and I thought, I should paint this room. I should paint this room a different color, maybe something, one of those new colors I've seen, the bright ones, like a candy apple red, a harvest pumpkin. I need a little snack, though, suddenly, to think about that and really to review that. So I was right by the fridge, and so I thought, well, I'll just go over and check it out. And I opened up the fridge, and what a mess. I had forgotten about the fact that my daughter thought it would be fun to reorganize our food alphabetically. So, middle of the fridge, we've got the milk and the mayonnaise and the meat and the mangoes, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So I started to reorganize it a little bit so I could kind of have things together, and the phone rang. I ran over to get the phone, and it was a friend of mine, and I said, you know what, I can't talk right now. I'm working on my presentation for mastery. She said, you know, you're so dedicated. You never procrastinate. You stay on track. I just have such a problem with that. So, well, you know, we should go out to lunch and talk about that. Have you ever had this happen to you? Does that sound familiar? Of course it has. It's happened to all of us. Why does that happen? Because we're busy, right? We're busy, busy, busy all the time. If you think about it, we're so busy right now, we don't even deal with breath mints anymore, do we? No. We've got breath strips, right? We've become too busy to suck. Honestly. But the question you've got to ask yourself is, what are you busy doing? Are you busy just making motion? Are you busy actually taking steps forward, doing the things that you know are going to bring you success in your career and in your life? Now, here's where we're going to start. Like many of you, I've certainly had a problem with procrastination over the years. It's something I've struggled with. In fact, I had a boss that said to me one time, Sue, you are never going to amount to anything because you are such a procrastinator. I said, yeah, just wait. But I have struggled with procrastination, and what I learned how to do is years ago, I taught myself a system that's now become unconscious. It has become one of my habits of excellence that has helped me process the knowledge, process the information, all the ideas that come our way on a routine basis, and actually be able to take action steps forward with those ideas. So what I want to do is actually take a few minutes, walk you through that system, and what I'm going to beg you to do is use this information processing system over the next couple of days. Over the next few days, you are going to be overwhelmed with a wealth of knowledge, information, ideas, tips, strategies, all kinds of things that you're going to want to implement into your business right away. But how many times have you, I certainly have, I have gone to a conference like this, and I've got my little book, and I fill up that book with notes, and I'm so motivated, and I've got ideas and everything, and I leave, and my hand is kind of cramped into a crab claw because I've written so many notes, and I get back to the office, and I get swept up in the grind, and I change exactly nothing. Has anybody ever had that happen before? Of course you have. I know you. I am you, and I've had this happen. But don't let that happen this time. It's too important. There's too much on the line. And again, this can be the event, like Todd said, that can make the difference in your career and in your life. So let's start by walking through the system. And again, think about this over the next couple of days. Just as you do, again, learn some of these systems and ideas and make some decisions on how you can use these effectively in your business. Now, my system. I feel like when you get a new idea, a new piece of information, a new tip, a new strategy, you've really got 3 choices for what you can do with that piece of information. Very first option is to use it, right? Now, use it. That sounds simple. Of course you want to use it. But what I mean by that is that you're going to be able to take an action step forward on implementing that idea into your business within the next 7 days. Within the next 7 days, you can take an action step forward on implementing that idea into your business. Now, a couple of things that I learned, though, because, again, that's easier said than done. What I found is 2 keys to really successfully implementing those ideas that are used ideas for me. Very first one is that whenever possible, stop and do it right away. Do it right away. I've learned that if something is going to take me less than 10 minutes, what I try to do is stop what I'm doing and literally take action on that right away.